I'm Tom.
And I'm Tanner.
Welcome to episode 134 of Bird Squawk.
Oh, baby. 5-0. 5-0, people.
Woo.
This team is 5-0 as they go out and defeat the Arizona Cardinals. And we'll get into that. But it's Dallas
week, baby. We all know what it means this week. We need this one. Dallas week.
We'll get into that all, but it's going to be a wild weekend in Philly sports, not just with the Birds, but with the Phils. But it's going to culminate with this Sunday night football game down in South Philly with the Birds and the boys. I'm hyped. I'm excited. It's going to be a clash, great primetime game, but let's get into this Arizona game, man. And yeah, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty at times. They came out and you thought, like, all right, here we go. Like that, you thought they were gonna roll. They put together some nice drives, and then, man.
I'll give you my vibe. I was at a wedding. All right, I'm sitting at a reception. Poor cell service. I can't get it on my phone. Finally, we get it on the phone, and I'm just sitting there watching it on this little phone, right? And before you know it, I've got about 10 Bird fans around me. We're showing off our tats. We're looking at tats. We're watching the game. It's pins and needles, man. And then this field goal comes up because before I could even see any of the game, I'm relying on text from my man here.
Yep.
Keep me informed what's going on. And then we get down to that field goal, and the one guy, I don't even know his name, but he said this dude's going to miss it. And sure as shit, this guy misses it. And I'm like, dude, you called it. We break out in an Eagles chant at the wedding reception. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't pretty, but we knew that it wasn't going to be a pretty type of game. It was the classic Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray kind of giving you fits. Murray making plays, running around, doing his thing, and they hung around. I mean, at the end of the day, they got the win, and that's what good teams do. They battened down the hatches when it mattered. The offense went on a great drive, that 8-minute drive to clinch it at the end, and then the stop, forcing the long field goal. Got a little lucky with Murray sliding early, but you take it, and you get out of there on the road in a stadium that you historically don't do great in. I said this last week. They don't play well.
My man said it last week. He said we do not play well in Arizona.
For some reason, they don't. They always have an issue out there, but Philly came. The fans took over again like normal. They went in, got it done. And to me, that's another feather in the hat, man. 5-0. People want to bring up the schedule. The Vikings are good. And at the end of the line, the Cardinals are going to be a pretty dang good team.
Hey, I don't want to hear schedule. You play who's on your schedule, right?
No, I know.
But we did talk about they're going to be a clunker. There's still going to be a clunker. But this was a learning experience, a growing experience. Every season, when you're looking at games, you need one of these every once in a while. Bring it back down to earth. Realize that, hey, if I don't bring my A game, coaches, players, everybody, if I don't bring my A game any given Sunday, somebody can beat us.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like a clunker, but the main thing is they got the win. Usually with clunkers, you usually drop one. And I mean, at the end of the day, that's a big win on the road. I don't care what people want to say. That's going to be a team that's still going to be a good team in the NFC East. And at the end of the day, with that way that division's playing out, them and the Niners could be battling with it, with the Rams struggling a little bit. But they're a good team. You knew they were going to go out and get a tough test, and they handled it. They continue to win games and continue to keep going.
That was a big win. Big win, no doubt. No doubt about it, man. We take that, baby. And like I said last week, the only thing better than 4-0 is 5-0.
Exactly.
Right?
So
5-0. Now, we are at 5-0. I said last week, just breathe and enjoy it, But now, we got Dallas, right? And we know that we cannot stand these guys. And they are talking smack already, And it's like, there's some footage out of where they were chirping like birds or something when they beat the Rams. That's what I heard this morning. I don't know.
I don't know.
In their locker room, they were chirping like birds. So they're ready. They want us, all right? But you come into the Link, right? And it ain't the same old Link like it's been the last couple years. This Link is going to be fired up and ready to go. 8:30 prime time Sunday night.
Dude, without a doubt. I mean, it's going to be hype. It's going to be pumped. But can you imagine if we're rolling in from a Phillies series win into this game? The place would unload. The place would explode. But don't get me wrong.
Amen.
This is going to be a good game. You can talk about the Cooper Rush stuff. You can talk about the Dak stuff all you want. But they have a legitimate defense. They do have a very good defense. And I think it is a great test for our offense. At the end of the day, we're 5-0. We're feeling good. But this division, it's iffy. I don't fear the Giants, but they're 4-1. I don't really fear the Cowboys either, but they're 4-1. At the end of the day, we're 5-1. We're feeling good, but right now, I know it's still early, but the division is still there. Like, props to the Cowboys. They have kept the boat alive. They've kept it afloat with Dak at week 1. We all thought they were dead and ready to bleed out, but they kept it all together. So they definitely are feeling themselves, and I think the Birds are a little bit too. It's going to be a great matchup, and I think, once again, it's another great test. I mean, you had week 1 with the Lions, and then I thought the Vikings were a great test, and then I thought the Commanders were a great test. I thought the Jags were a good test, and I thought the Cardinals were a good test. I think they're just continuing to build each week, and I think it's continued the way they say. Each week, they know they don't play their best, but they continue to eke it out and know that they still have growth that needs to be made. And that's the thing. As much as I do think they're feeling themselves, I do think they know that job's not done, job's not finished. They got to still prove themselves, and there's still a long way to go. And I have faith in this, the vets and Jalen and all that, to keep this thing going.
It's another target on Jalen's list. Let's beat Dallas.
Yeah.
It's something he hasn't accomplished yet, right? So, I mean, you look at the first games, there's some kind of connection with the Birds in every one of those games, right? You got Ertz, you got Deuce, you got Dougie. There's a connection in every one of those games. This one, the connection is Jalen has not beaten the Cowboys.
Well, it's also Jason Peters, but
right?
He's hurt already.
And Peters, yeah.
But he's hurt already, so what's new?
So the bodyguard is down for the count. But I don't even want it to be close. I want to beat them.
Well, of course.
But I know,
we always do with the Cowboys. But
I just want to take them out like right away. But like you said, I mean, even without the Phillies in the playoffs, this place is gonna be insane on Sunday night. I mean, those 8:30 games, everybody has the whole day to get primed.
Yeah.
It is gonna be just off the chain. I mean, and center stage. And I expect this team to come out and handle business.
Yeah,
I really do.
I do too. I mean, like we keep saying, it's another test. It's another prime time showcase. The media's kind of catching on. People are saying different things about this team. It's another time that everyone's going to be watching against a division foe who's hot, and you come out and you make a statement again. You know what I mean? Like I said, I think their defense is good. I think their offense is going to rely a lot on the run, with Cooper Rush still likely starting, even though I don't think Dak's going to start. There's a lot of rumors, but I think Cooper Rush is going to keep going. This guy's not going to be slinging it all over the place. They're going to rely on the run, and we'll see if they're going to be able to run on us. It's been an iffy thing this year on the defense, in all honesty, but I think it's mostly this. It's going to be this offense against their defense, I think, is the main thing. And I mean, I think our defense will bounce back this week. Not that they had a bad game last week, but I think they kind of fell back into some of their tendencies when they were playing kind of prevent towards the end. But it's another test, keep saying.
I mean, we talked about that. The one thing we thought Gannon had changed this year is when we're up to keep the foot on the gas pedal. And last week it kind of felt like we regressed a little bit. I don't know. But I can't wait, man. I can't wait to get down there.
For real. And I think the injury front, guys should be coming back this week. I expect Maddox to play this week. I expect Malata to play this week. I know Kelsey was banged up a little bit, but he came back and he should be good. I think for the most part, that was the main guys. For the most part, I think that'll be good. Arizona was a little scary with that. And obviously the rain, there was a lot of injuries. Just that was unfortunate. But I think we're still good on that front. But yeah, I mean, this team continues to get better. At the same time, knowing that they can get even better, as they say. I mean, Saucy has this boat rolling, man. And this city is really behind this team right now. And this team is really behind this city. I think a lot of the sports teams right now, just in general, are really feeding off the city. And it's great to see that, just getting into the culture of the city and knowing how, if you play good and you play your best, this place is going to go nuts for you guys.
Yeah, unbelievable.
So, I mean, we'll see, man. 5-0. 5-0. I mean, I know in 2004 they were 5-0, but I don't remember that. The Birds have never been this good to start the season in my life. So, it's pretty exciting. It feels there's still that. It's still, I don't know, I still have that excited, optimistic, like, nervousness. Like,
OG here remembers 5-0.
I'm still a little, like, hesitant to go all in, even though I know they're so good. But it's still fresh, still 5-0, and we're back next week, and we get to be talking about 6-0
the only
going
thing
into
better
the
than
bye.
5-0 is 6-0.
Rest up in the bye, and then come out and play some bad teams. Continue to rack up those wins, man. So, thank you guys always for watching. We'll have a vlog for the Dallas game. We'll get something together. Of course, big weekend in the city, like we were saying. So it's going to be a lot of exciting stuff. So check out for that on Tuesday. We'll be back next Wednesday. Talk about the win. Talk about a 6-0 Birds team, baby. So thank you guys always for watching. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at birds_squawk. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Go Birds.